name is Liz, and these are author friends from Penguin on Tour. Penguin on Tour. And do you guys want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Morgan Rhodes, author of Fallen Kingdoms.
I'm Maggie Hall, author of The Conspiracy of Us.
I'm Rachel Hawkins, author of Rebel Belle and Miss Mayhem.
I'm Jessica Khoury, the author of Origin, Vitro, and Kalahari.
I'm Seth Fishman, the author of The Well's End and The Dark Water.
Okay, so I have some ridiculous questions for you guys. Some usual kind of author kind of questions, and then some just ridiculous kind of stuff. Okay, so the first question is, what are you looking forward to being on tour?
Room service, no.
Meeting readers.
All readers. That's
I love getting to spend a lot of time with other authors, because as an author I feel like I'm on my own world most of the time, so it's good to get out, talk to the people, share experiences.
And these guys are kind of okay.
Yeah, it's alright.
I guess.
I mean, it's...
Yeah, I don't know.
You just pointed to them.
You're doing fine.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Okay, next question, because you're in the South, how sweet do you like your sweet tea?
Oh, wow. No.
The perfect recipe is half a cup per half gallon.
Really?
Yeah, I'm from the South, I'm from Alabama, and we do like our very, very sweet tea. I always feel like if tea's going to be really sweet, it's also got to be really strong. It's got to like take the enamel off your teeth. But I actually don't like it because it makes me feel like really shaky. Like you're like shaking and sweating like a crackhead. It's not good.
I'm from Texas, but I never had a big tea history, I guess. But any tea that we did have was always steeped, I guess, outside in the sun.
Sun tea.
My mom did that.
Is that what it's called? Sun tea.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I'm from Canada, so our iced tea is normally lemon and sweet. So I tried sweet tea, and I'm like, whoa.
Totally different beast.
It's different.
I'm seeing colors
way
right
too
now.
sweet.
Okay, so if your main character of your series novels were in a fandom, which fandom would they be in?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. And Harper definitely has some like superhero knowledge. Like when she first gets her power, she starts thinking of Batman and Spider-Man and X-Men movies. And she says that she's watched those because of her boyfriend, but I think in her heart, I think that she could be, and she could definitely be in the Marvel fandom. She'd love Agent Carter, like she'd be all about that. So.
I don't know if this is a fandom, but Sarah from Kalahari loves Agatha Christie novels. Is there a word for that fandom?
Great Christie
novels? Yeah.
No.
Old people. Yes.
Me as a nationally ranked swimmer, so I kind of feel that she would be like a Michael Phelps Olympian style swim nut. I was thinking about shaving, like everyone's like shaving their eyebrows. I don't know. You know, aqua fins, whatever those. All right, sorry, that's what I think. A water border.
Okay.
That entire answer.
Best answer ever.
That's falling deeper and deeper down the well. Right?
It's called The Well's End.
Hey, what about you?
Laugh it up.
Waterboarding.
Waterboarding. She would be into waterboarding.
Isn't everyone?
Not huge fans of waterboarding.
This is a joke, okay.
I think Avery would be into Harry Potter because it's so absolutely the opposite of her upbringing. The boarding school, being around friends all the time. I think she would have been really into that.
Good.
I have a joke on Tumblr I told once, and it got a lot of reblogs, that Prince Magnus is a big Lady Gaga fan. Which is just completely not what he would be into, but who knows what people like in their spare time. But I'm going to say like Cleo and Lucia, they would probably like Pretty Little Liars. That kind of stuff. Yeah. If they had TV.
That's important. The next question, fill in the blank. As an author, you have 99 problems, but a blank ain't one.
99 problems, but a...
But wearing pants.
Yeah, I was about to say that. They always go dressed.
99 problems, but wearing pants ain't one.
Yeah, wearing pants ain't one.
Except on tour.
Except on tour.
Yeah.
We're all wearing pants.
When we have to. We have separate rooms, so
Yeah.
that's not a good idea. Okay, that's it. For
Across the board.
Seth actually wears pants. He goes like...
I was going to be like, I wear pants all the time. I don't know.
Okay.
on my head.
If you were a Girl Scout cookie, which cookie would you be?
Oh.
We have Girl Scout. We have prom.
We do.
That just so happens to be here. So.
Yes.
What is that coconut one? What is
They
that
used to be
called?
called Samoas.
Samoas,
Yeah.
not
Now they're called
Samoas.
like Coconut Delight.
They're back
or
to
something.
Samoas.
they're
They
back to
were
Samoas.
something weird. Yeah.
I would be a Samoa just because that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool word too.
It's a great word. Yeah.
I only know Thin Mints. We have Girl Guides and we have like the sandwich cookies, but I haven't had those in years. I would be a Thin Mint, but I would like to lose about 10 pounds.
Is there a ginger snap one?
There should be. If there's not.
I don't know Girl Scout though.
She doesn't know Girl Scouts.
She
That's
doesn't.
no
Jessica
good.
doesn't
Don't
eat
admit
cookies.
that.
Like,
I think there is some kind of ginger one.
they always have like a new one every year though.
I'm the ginger one. Yeah,
Yay.
they had that
Yeah.
one time.
What's a book that you recently read that hit you right in the feels?
Right in the fields. I read a lot of things.
A lot of these. I mean, I've been reading a lot of these tour books, but I feel like that's cheating.
Oh, I'll give you The Sun, Jandy Nelson. That was a feeler.
I just read the first of the Patrick Ness series with the knife, but I forgot what's the title of that.
The Knife Never Letting Go.
Yes, The Knife of Never Letting Go. I really enjoyed that book. And I felt some violence, but it was good.
Hit right in the feels. The last one was probably The Fault in Our Stars. That hit me in my feels, but I haven't read that one for
Yeah,
a
that
while.
made me ugly cry in public, which I really
I
was
know.
into.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I see
didn't
it
wanna be
coming,
that
I see it
person.
coming, and
And then I went to the movie and just cried all the way through. The credits started going, and I was like,
right at the movie.
No judging here.
No.
What's a song that gets you pumped into the right mindset to write?
I listen to soundtracks to do that, so if it's like, depends on what I'm writing, so if I know I'm writing a battle scene, I actually listen to the Braveheart battle scene soundtrack. I listen to Explosions in the Sky, which does the Friday Night Lights soundtrack as well to get sort of the regular writing go.
I listen to my old soccer playlist from college with all my like game pump up songs. So like, The Fighter and what's the other one? Who Run the World? Girls. So Beyonce.
Nice. I'm really addicted to the app and its website 8 Tracks, which is like personalized soundtracks. So you can just look up anything, if it's a ship that you like from a show, or if it's just a mood and you can add things. You can be like, I want dark, girly, badass, plus, and then it will give you like all these soundtracks people have made. And I love it. So a lot of times I'll do that. I've got a lot, and people now, readers of the Rebel Belle books, have made a lot of Rebel Belle soundtracks on 8 Tracks. So when I was writing Miss Mayhem and the third one, I listened to the fan-made soundtracks for it, which was really helpful. Yeah. It was really cool.
I have a couple of fan-made soundtracks on 8 Tracks as well, which are awesome, and I didn't realize that you could do the girly action,
plus.
whatever. I am going to have to look into it.
Well, I'll teach you all about it.
Well, you learn a lot of things.
For mine, I also do the soundtracks, although I need absolute silence when I'm actually writing. I don't know if you guys like ambient noise in the background. But there's the people who do a lot of the soundtracks for movie trailers, like the big epic boom boom. They're called Two Steps from Hell. So I have a couple of their downloads from iTunes, and it's pretty good.
Awesome. What are you currently working on as far as writing projects and stuff like that?
Book 2.
Yeah, it's always book 2. So you're working on book 2. Are you finished it?
I am in edits.
You're in edits
with book 2 right now. Yes.
Yeah, I just turned in, as in 2 days ago, the edits for Rebel Belle 3, and I'm doing a middle grade book right now that's coming out in 2016, and I'm also writing a new sort of contemporary YA, but not sort of straight contemporary. There's a lot of shenanigans going on. There's always shenanigans in my books. It's usually murder, but this time it's...
I'm working on something completely different from my previous 3 books. I'm switching to fantasy with a retelling of Aladdin, told from the genie's point of view, and in this case the genie is a girl who falls in love with Aladdin, even if she has to grant his wishes to win the heart of a warrior princess. So there's a lot of romance, a lot of magic, a lot of action. I'm very, very excited about it. I just turned in the first draft, so I'm still very much in that world in my head right now.
Very cool. I'm working on a multi-generational spy family that are spying for a kingdom of fairies, and that's the idea. I've written a chapter. What I'm really excited about.
And I'm working on the, I'm trying to flesh out the outline for a Book of Spirits and Thieves 2, which is the companion series trilogy to Fallen Kingdoms. And I have my bullet point outline, and I'm like, I really should start this because it's due in 3 months. And I'm like, I need a little more work on the outline, so... You look panicked when I said that. That's normal. I can write a book in less than 3 months.
Yeah.
Write or die.
Write or die.
I don't want to deal with writing.
You do, it'll change your life. Seriously.
Maybe not for the better, but it will change.
All right, you know what? Let's try it. I got a new book I'm starting. A new book I'm starting. Let's try it. No.
The worst that can happen is it deletes everything you wrote.
This doesn't make sense to me.
All right, thank you guys so much for answering my
Thank
questions.
you.
Thank you. You guys had a wonderful tour, and yeah, have a great day and keep reading.
Yay!